I check the doors, check the windows.
It is one of the most intimidating environments in all of sport. And with a war drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest three-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
At the 18-yard line. 19.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And take it right on the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raiders first down.
19.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The rushing numbers for Taylor in last week's ball game. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Daniels looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Ready?
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Taylor going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now Daniels. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Down and goal.
Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves. And these guys.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready, break.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
1st and 10, Taylor now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Raiders add 8-3 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70 Cowboy Eagles. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 7-7, our score after 1. Looking to put a drive together. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
formation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
The Raiders offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Past the 60.
Try to run for it with Hampton.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Daniel's going to try to sneak.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, here's Mason.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the set.
Mason going to get it on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
13 yards on the play.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. A dump off for Mason. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin him back at their 10-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run once more with Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Okay, break.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So halftime straight. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Come on. Set. 19.
On the handoff, this is Taylor.
102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ballgame. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
18 Cardinal. Warriors 17. Cut 19.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones throwing to start the drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll hand it to Mason.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
3rd down. Here's Mason.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Having met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80. Rig alert. Rig alert. Let's go.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
137 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
Ready,
A gain of 29 yards.
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Unlock live.
First down.
Taylor. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Partners now. Often I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there. It'll be a first and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Hampton will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll work inside here. Hampton.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Again, it's Hampton.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Omarion Hampton
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, it's 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bravo 80.
To the right goes Mason. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slot in the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
The 13-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Let's go now. Panther 6. Set up.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's to the pylon, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hop, set go.
On second and goal. Jones.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Chiefs 14. Matt Gay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do if they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Las Vegas. First down. A gain of 15.
Give here to Hampton. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Las Vegas. First down.
First
and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Reload. Hey, Smash.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hampton going to try to punch it in.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Raiders, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7.